What if I told you that everything you think you know about success is wrong? What if the reason you feel stuck, tired, and unproductive has nothing to do with your job, your relationships, or even your circumstances? What if it all comes down to the first 60 minutes of your day? I'm about to reveal 5 morning habits that billionaires, Olympic athletes, and top performers use to literally reprogram their brains for success. But here's the catch. Habit number 4 is so counterintuitive that 95% of people do the exact opposite, and it's destroying their potential. Stay with me, because I'm also going to share the biggest morning mistake that's keeping you trapped in mediocrity. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete roadmap to transform your life, starting tomorrow morning. But first, let me ask you something. How did you feel when you woke up this morning? Energized and excited? Or did you hit snooze 3 times and drag yourself out of bed feeling like you got hit by a truck? If it's the second one, you're not alone. The average American checks their phone 96 times per day, and 75% of people check it within the first 15 minutes of waking up. This single habit is hijacking your brain chemistry before you even have a chance to think clearly. All right, habit number 1 seems almost too simple, but it's backed by neuroscience research from Stanford University. The moment you wake up, before coffee, before checking your phone, before anything else, drink 16 to 20 ounces of water. Here's what's happening inside your body. After 6 to 8 hours without water, you're clinically dehydrated. Your blood volume drops, your brain shrinks. Yes, literally shrinks. And your cognitive performance plummets by up to 23%. But here's the part that will blow your mind. When you rehydrate immediately, you're not just waking up your body, you're activating your sympathetic nervous system, which triggers the release of norepinephrine and dopamine. That's your brain's natural energy cocktail. Pro tip that most people miss. Add a pinch of Himalayan sea salt and fresh lemon juice. The electrolytes help your cells absorb water 3 times faster, and the vitamin C kickstarts your immune system. This isn't just hydration, it's biological optimization. Now that was just habit 1, and we're already talking about brain chemistry changes. But wait until you hear about habit 3. It literally rewires your neural pathways in just 8 weeks. Scientists couldn't believe the brain scans they were seeing. Habit number 2 is movement, but not the way you think. Forget about hour-long gym sessions or complicated workout routines. I'm talking about 10 to 15 minutes of intentional movement that triggers what researchers call exercise-induced neuroplasticity. Here's the science. When you move your body first thing in the morning, you're increasing BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Think of it as miracle grow for your brain cells. You're literally creating new neural connections that make you smarter, more creative, and better at problem solving. But here's what most fitness influencers won't tell you. The type of movement matters more than the intensity. Harvard research shows that just 12 minutes of moderate movement increases productivity by 23% for the next 12 hours. My personal routine: 30 seconds of jumping jacks to get my heart rate up, 2 minutes of dynamic stretching to activate my muscles, and 5 minutes of bodyweight exercises. The key is consistency, not perfection. And here's a psychological hack. By accomplishing something physical first thing in the morning, you're programming your brain for success. Your subconscious mind says, if I can do this, I can handle whatever the day throws at me. Okay, so far we've covered hydration and movement, but this next habit, number 3, this is where things get really interesting. We're talking about changing your actual brain structure. And before you roll your eyes and think this is some new age nonsense, just wait until you see these brain scans from UCLA. Habit number 3, 8 to 10 minutes of mindfulness practice. And I have the brain scans to prove why this works. Dr. Sarah Lazar at Harvard Medical School used MRI technology to scan the brains of people before and after just 8 weeks of meditation. What they found was shocking. The amygdala, your brain's alarm system responsible for stress and anxiety, literally shrunk in size. At the same time, the prefrontal cortex, responsible for focus, decision-making, and emotional regulation, grew thicker and more connected. But here's what nobody talks about. This isn't about sitting cross-legged humming Om. I'm talking about practical mindfulness that you can use in the real world. My favorite technique is called box breathing. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4, repeat for 8 rounds. Navy SEALs use this exact technique before high-stress missions because it activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest mode. You're literally hacking your nervous system to stay calm under pressure. And here's the compound effect. People who practice morning mindfulness report 40% less anxiety, 50% better sleep quality, and significantly improved relationships. You're not just changing your morning, you're changing your entire emotional operating system. Now, habits 1 through 3 are game changers, but they're nothing compared to what's coming next. Habit number 4 is so counterintuitive that when I first heard about it, I thought it was completely backwards. But the research is undeniable, and it's the difference between people who achieve their goals and people who just dream about them. Habit number 4. Write down 3 specific things every single morning. Your number 1 priority for the day, 1 thing you're genuinely grateful for, and 1 goal you're actively working toward. But here's the twist that most people miss. You have to write it by hand, not type it. Neuroscientist Dr. Claudia Aguirre discovered that when you write by hand, you activate your reticular activating system, your brain's spam filter that decides what information is important. Typing doesn't trigger this same neural pathway. Harvard Business School tracked MBA graduates for 10 years and found that the 3% who wrote down their goals earned 10 times more than the other 97% combined. But here's the part that will change everything. It's not just about writing goals, it's about the specific format. Priority. Write 1 thing that, if accomplished today, would make you feel successful. Gratitude. Write something specific you're thankful for and why. Goal. Write 1 action step toward a bigger objective. This 3-part formula does 3 things. It programs your subconscious to focus on what matters. It rewires your brain to notice opportunities, and it creates accountability to yourself. You're literally becoming the CEO of your own life. Okay, we've covered 4 powerful habits, but this last one, this is the habit that separates ordinary people from extraordinary people. It's also the hardest one to implement because our entire society is designed to sabotage it. Are you ready for this? Habit number 5. Protect your first hour like your life depends on it. No phone, no social media, no email, no news. This is sacred time, and here's why it's so crucial. Cal Newport, author of Deep Work, calls this the difference between operating in reactive mode versus proactive mode. When you check your phone first thing in the morning, you're literally handing control of your mental energy to other people's agendas. Your brain gets hit with random dopamine spikes from notifications. Your cortisol levels spike from stress-inducing news, and your attention gets fragmented before you even have a chance to focus on your own priorities. But when you protect that first hour, something magical happens. You operate from intention instead of reaction. You make decisions based on your values instead of your impulses. You become the author of your own story, instead of a character in someone else's. This isn't about being productive every second. It's about being intentional with your most valuable resource, your mental energy. Now imagine combining all 5 habits. You wake up hydrated and energized, your body is primed, your mind is calm and focused. You're crystal clear on your priorities, and you're operating from pure intention. This isn't just about having better mornings. This is about becoming the type of person who takes control of their destiny. You become someone who prioritizes their well-being, shows up fully for the people you love, and makes consistent progress on what actually matters. Here's your challenge. Don't try all 5 at once. That's a recipe for failure. Pick 1 habit and commit to it for 7 days. Master 1, then add another. Small changes create massive transformations. If this video helped you, absolutely smash that like button. It helps more people discover this content. Subscribe for more science-backed optimization strategies and drop a comment below. Which habit are you starting with? I read every single comment and I love connecting with you. Remember that you don't have to be perfect to get started, but you have to get started to be perfect. Tomorrow morning is your chance to begin transforming your life, 1 intentional habit at a time. I'll see you in the next video.